All right, we're switching to cricket now for this segment of the SportsMax Zone. Five-time champions Mumbai Indians picked up a sixth consecutive win of the season, defeating Hetmyer's Rajasthan Royals by 100 runs in match 50 of the Indian Premier League earlier on Thursday to move to the top of the standings on net run rate. Mumbai's top four were in destructive mood as Ryan Rickerton, who top scored with a 38-ball 61, and Rohit Sharma, 53 from 36 deliveries, put on 116 in 71 deliveries for the first wicket. That's before skipper Hardik Pandya and Surya Kumar Yadav notched identical knocks of 48 from 23 deliveries each in an unbroken 94-run third wicket stand to push the visitors to 217 for 2 from their 20 overs. Now, the Royals failed to threaten the target in their reply, losing 14-year-old sensation Vibav Suryavanshi, who made a century last time out. He went for a two-ball duck, and West Indian Hetmyer pulled ferociously to square leg, but he fell without scoring as they slipped to 62 for 5 at the end of the power play before being dismissed for 117 in 16.1 overs. Here is Katie Martin to take you through the second innings highlights.
Well, there were plenty of highlights, and it was for the men in blue. Not so much, a bit of a hush over the crowd when that first wicket fell. There's a couple of flaring shots from Jaswal against Trent Bolt, and he had the last laugh. That would have been a beauty of a catch. It's really just that swing and shape early from the pace bowlers. There are a few highlights here or there in terms of boundary options. They're just able to eke out wickets, irregular occurrences. They bowled with a lot of fight, a lot of fiery deliveries coming down, short pitch deliveries did the trick on a number of occasions. They were clear in the way that they planned. They were excellent in the way that they executed. Partnership of 26, the last one was the highest one throughout, and when you're chasing a score like 217, you need to build something. Can't bowl beautifully. Bowled on the back of some really nice pressure and some shots that I think a lot of these Rajasthan Royals batters would look back and say probably not some of our best options. Fielding was outstanding, only one drop catch, and that was a half chance diving forward. Some flurry of boundaries, drop for Archer at the end. He bowled well in his first over, and that was the last wicket there. Outstanding complete bowling performance from the Mumbai Indian.
Yeah, the Royals just didn't turn up today. Now, both captains, Rian Parag from Rajasthan Royals and Hardik Pandya, credited Mumbai's batting.
The way they batted, took the game a little deep, kept the 10 and over consistency, and then accelerated in the end. As far as our batting is concerned, I think, as just like you said, wasn't our day.
In IPL, you see, this is what now people are going back to, which is called batsmanship. You know, it's not just about hit and miss. It is about playing calculative shots and making sure you hit the gaps, you run hard, and, you know, you wait for your opportunity. Now, I think as a group, the way we batted was proper batsmanship.
I wonder if Hardik Pandya was throwing words at anyone there, but you know what? All eyes were on Jaipur today because everyone wanted to see how the 14-year-old would follow up after his majestic 101 from 38 deliveries just a few days ago. And guess what? He went for a duck, just 2 deliveries faced this time around, caught at mid-on. And Lanson Mariah, not the follow-up that I think the world was hoping for.
Listen, I was en route to do something before I came to the office, Ricardo, and I made sure that my phone was set up properly, especially because he was about to bat, and I was left extremely disappointed. But I will say again, he's a 14-year-old. What do you expect? Coming off such a knock. We've had that with senior players. They've done that to us all the time, where they give us this massive knock and then we wait for them to see what they do in the next match, and we are left disappointed. So you know what? Vibav, he gets a pass from me, and I look forward to see him bounce back in the next match. I'm not going to judge him too hard. How many times has your players done that to you?
Yeah,
Hetty and company.
It's cricket. It's cricket. There's no guarantee that you will score runs, no matter how good you are. So these things happen to the best of players. And his intention was to bat as bravely and as much as a risk taker as we saw when he scored the 100. He only turned 14 years old last month. So he's not just 14, but he only just turned 14. Yeah, so this is cricket. I don't think there will be anyone shattered about what happened today, because if you're following cricket, you know these things happen. And he got out attempting to hit the ball over mid-on.
Yeah.
And he didn't really get a hold of the ball or the shot as well as he would have liked.
Yeah, what about Atlanta's player? I just want him to comment quickly. Shimron Hetmyer, the player with a lot of talent.
First ball duck. Yeah, disappointing for Hetty. He's not scoring heavily in the tournament, and we want to see him score heavily because he does have a lot of talent, but he doesn't produce in the way that he should. That's just the reality of life with Shimron Hetmyer. He hit that really hard, though. I mean, if I had hit that shot, I'd feel unlucky that I got out, because he hit that really hard.
He was in trouble, but it did not move the square leg fielder one bit. It was looked like a very comfortable catch, but it was hit ferociously. Yeah. Unfortunate for Shimron Hetmyer, and unfortunate for the Rajasthan Royals as well, because in truth, they just never came to the party today. They were outplayed when they were in the field, and then when they chased 218, they were just never in the fight. And every time you thought, okay, someone is going to put something together here, it never really happened. And you have to give the Mumbai Indians credit, because I think they are the perfect example of the type of team that we spoke about earlier in the season, where we said that because it is such a long season, because the playoffs are such a far way away, you can get off to a relatively bad start and recover well. Yes. They have recovered magnificently to now go 6 in a row, to now be at the top of the standings, to be in pole position to qualify for the playoffs. And as 5-time champions, they are playing the type of cricket now that you're starting to say the Mumbai Indians are looking as if they could go 6 titles at the end of this campaign.
Yeah.
There you have it, the significance of today's win, taking them to the top of the table. Their net run rate is also quite healthy, because that is what puts them ahead of the Royal Challengers Bengaluru. But yes, they're in a very, very good position at this stage, although RCB and the Punjab Kings, who have 14 and 13 points respectively, and the Gujarat Titans, who have 12 points, all have games in hand over the Mumbai Indians. RCB and Punjab have played 10. Gujarat Titans have only played 9, so they have 2 games in hand, and if they win those, theoretically they could be at the top of the table. So a lot to play for in the playoff battle, but Mumbai Indians have put themselves in a fabulous position to try and get there.
Yeah, and a lot of credit has to go to their skipper, Hardik Pandya. We heard from him a short while ago, speaking about batsmanship and everything. But remember, when he joined this Mumbai Indian setup, it started with a lot of criticism, a lot of booing and all of that. We understand how passionate Indians are about cricket, but it was not a smooth transition into the captaincy. So he himself will have to feel proud about how the team has come around and, now sitting at the top of the table, as well as Jasprit Bumrah coming off a major injury, like a very, very serious injury, and now he comes back into the setup and he finds his form. So those two gentlemen will have to feel, they're getting the things done, and they're getting it done properly.
Yeah, Bumrah I thought was brilliant today. 2 for 15, as you pointed out, Maya, returning to the fold. Shimron Hetmyer, one of the 2 wickets that he got. But it can only help Mumbai Indians going forward in this tournament, because when you have bowlers of the quality of a Trent Bolt, the New Zealander, who was great today, and now at the back end of the season, someone like Bumrah is hitting his straps, you feel confident going into each and every match. And if Rohit Sharma and the batsmen are getting it together at this stage as well, then you know that this team is going to be dangerous. And we're talking about a franchise that is accustomed to winning. So you don't feel as if they would be overawed by this stage of the competition. And for me, MI are looking very, very dangerous.
Yeah, everything clicking at the right time. Definitely.
All right, I tell you what's clicking at the right time as well.
Your pen?
Time for a break. We'll be back with our interactive segment after this.